So yesterday I got my TR68. I ordered on eBay from Middletown Outdoors, their eBay store. They're from New York, I believe. It took like a week almost for it to come in, but everything works fine. I have never shot this before, so um, I just shot it right now. It works good, completely fine. It's pretty underpowered versus the Salt Supply or the Byrna SD, because I'm pretty sure this is like a 7.5 joule version. I am going to open up this guy right here and take out the valve restrictor, or like the valve block. There's a metal piece in here. If you look up any other less lethal YouTuber guy like John Reynolds or I'm pretty sure Umarex less lethal defense, they all have videos of how to tear this thing down and um, how to mod it, basically, to get more power out of it. I went through one CO2 cartridge and I got like 10 or 12 magazines out of it, but it's stock right now. So I'm pretty sure once I change it, I'm going to actually not use CO2 on this guy. I'm going to use my HPA tank and the MCS adapter, but this is just like size comparison. I've seen a lot of like size comparison with this and the TR50, but I haven't seen anybody compare the sizes of the Salt Supply S2 and the Byrna SD compared to this thing. This seems to be like pretty popular. I mean, it's crazy. It's huge. It's definitely not concealable. I'd probably roll with most likely the Byrna for like a everyday carry. Maybe you could pull this off. I'm not that big of a guy. So like if I was like a foot taller than I am now, I could probably pull this off, but at like 5.5 feet, not gonna work. But yeah, this is just a size comparison. I'm gonna do target shooting, target practice right there. Same deal, about 7 footsteps away from that target. So I'll be about where my finger is. Right here on the concrete, there's a line, and that's about 20 feet, 22 feet, something like that. But yeah, this size comparison is ridiculous. Like, the Salt Supply is pretty big, and if you have one, you know how big it is. And the TR68 or HDR68, whatever you want to call it, it's like an extra like 4 inches longer. And then the Byrna SD is obviously the smallest out of the bunch, but this is also the most expensive, $380 or something like that, with like the case and everything and like an extra magazine. I got this as a gift, so mine came with a case and like one extra magazine and a little bit of rounds, but they were just like Byrna kinetic rounds. I bought this by itself. This was $229 off the Salt Supply website, and I like this one so much. I re-gifted one of these to my bro who gave me this, and then this, I just got this just to play around with. Like I said, I'm going to take the valve block out of here. It's going to be hitting a lot harder than it is now, but stock, I got about 12 magazines of shots, which is like, there's 5 shots a magazine, so I probably got at least 50 shots out of it just using one CO2 cartridge. The place I bought it from, it was like a bundle, so it came with this Axion red dot sight. It has like red, green, and blue dot sight. Like, it's just a dot, just a single dot in the middle of this scope. This thing's huge, so like I feel like this is ridiculous, kind of like with this. It's already a big gun, and just to have this on there, so it just makes it like ridiculous that how big that is. I'm probably gonna put it on my Byrna TCR, and I have a reflex sight I got off of eBay a few years back. I'm probably gonna put that reflex sight on this guy and see how it goes. And when I got this bundle from Middletown Outdoors, it came with 5 Umarex CO2 cartridges. These are Crossmans. I'm just using the Crossmans right now. And it came with 50 T4E rubber balls. And in the box, like stock, everybody gets 2 magazines extra and a barrel cleaner. So essentially I got 3 magazines, a barrel cleaner, instruction booklet, 5 Umarex cartridges, this red dot sight, and 50 of these. If you kind of piece them out like one by one, the retail price on everything, this is usually like $115. 50 of these is probably like $10. I don't know how much this is, but I'd say at least $20 to $40. And then these are like, if you buy a bunch of them, they're like 60 cents each, 50 cents each. They're not that expensive. And then these guys, this comes in the box. Like if you didn't get the bundle at all, if you just bought this by itself in the store, it would come with 3 magazines already. So, but like these are cheap. These are like, I think it's like $11 for 2 of these. If you were to go anywhere online and buy them, or even like at a paintball shop and stuff. So definitely has the value on this. Like you get a lot for your money out of this, but this is also from Umarex, and it's like, I think it's one of the largest air gun companies. And this is a paintball marker. It's not really like a less lethal self-defense thing. So, I mean, there's drawbacks and there's, you know, pros and cons to buying one of these. This 1 magazine extra is $25. So if you pay $229, you get this launcher and you get 1 magazine, and that's all you get. But it's a good marker. You know, you've probably seen videos from other people where they have chronographs and impact testing and all kinds of stuff. I like it a lot. I like this one a lot too. It's just small, and like you don't have to bump the bottom. You just pull this and it punctures the CO2 cartridge. Yeah, it's just like, it's crazy because this one's kind of like the weakest. It's the weakest and the most expensive out of these 3, but once I mod this, it will be the weakest. Right now, this is the weakest because it's not modded. But yeah, most expensive, weakest out of the 3, stock, middleman, but it's pretty powerful, and like accessories and stuff aren't that bad. Like they're a little bit pricey, but they're good quality. And this guy, stock out of the box, it's the weakest one, but once you pull this valve blocker restrictor thingy out of here, it's really strong. I'd say it's on par with the Salt Supply. Could possibly be stronger. I don't have a chronograph, so I can't test that, but I can do like impact tests on aluminum pans and coconuts and whatever else, like plastic containers, like 2-gallon buckets, 5-gallon buckets, stuff like that. Stuff that everyone has access to easily. But yeah, I'm gonna shoot this target. I'm gonna be standing over there, like I said earlier, and I'm just gonna see the accuracy. And this is just the stock TR68 or HDR68. I don't know why they came up with these really ingenious names for these models, but this guy's already loaded up. It has 5 of the T4E rubber rounds in it, and I'm using the 12-gram Crossman CO2 cartridge. Yeah, this is just for accuracy. I'm not doing chronographs. I don't have one. I'm not doing impact tests with this yet, because I'm pretty much, either by this weekend or next weekend, I'm going to rip this thing apart and take the valve block out of it, and it'll be a lot more powerful. But I just want to get a general idea of the accuracy on it, just stock out of the box. So I'm going to go stand over there and shoot. That was the first 5 shots. Grouping wasn't bad. Or actually, maybe it is kind of bad. All right, so I'm pretty sure my first shot was here. I did hit a bullseye, and then 3rd, 4th, or 5th. I'm not sure the order, but I definitely hit it straight in the middle. These were pretty close, and then this is the one outlier. I'm gonna load up another magazine and shoot it again. Right, magazines are loaded. It's pretty easy to load these things. You just put the ball in and push them back. But yeah, here we go. You see the grouping on that one. The trigger's not that heavy. It's probably on par with the Salt. I mean, when you're pulling the trigger, you are turning the rotary mag, the rotary mag at the same time, and it's like activating the bolt spring and the valve and stuff to like blow air through. I'm pretty sure this is new. This looks like it's new. This looks like it's new. And I don't see any new ones in here, and that one's still there, but this is from the first magazine. So I'm aiming like right here. I'll try it again with the third mag. I'll probably do 2 more magazines and then call this a wrap. So that was the third magazine. Looks like I hit more of the bullseye on that one, and right here. Maybe a third one right here. So I'm definitely getting a lot more right here. I'm still aiming for here. I haven't adjusted my aim or anything, so I'm pretty sure it's staying true. The only one that I had an issue with was the Salt Supply gun. It seems to kind of rise a little bit, but somebody mentioned, East Coast Less Lethal mentioned that it's just the front sight. It just kind of it's off a little bit. So what I do with Assault is I just aim low, but this one seems to be true to where it's hitting. So I'm just going to do this last magazine, and then that'll probably be the end of the video. Alright, that was the last magazine. I could probably still hit this thing like with like at least like 6 more magazines because it's stock. I'm pretty much destroying this. The grouping's staying pretty good right there. I don't have any other outliers besides these first 2 magazines, but I've not shot this launcher very much. I just got it yesterday. Today was the actual first time that I've been shooting it, but so far it's cool. Like, I'm definitely gonna take that valve blocker out of there and make it stronger. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this video. I'll probably make something a couple more days. But yeah, I don't know when this was manufactured. There's a thing about the valve in there. I don't know if this is the date or not, or if everyone's box says this, but I'm guessing it's 10 meaning October, and 22 is 2022 maybe, when it was boxed and put in this container or in this box. But if everyone's box is like that, I'm completely wrong. I got the HDB from the same company. It's like a shotgun style launcher, and that had like, it said boxed on February 2021. But my main point was there's a valve in here, and that valve, I guess at some point they started kind of going cheap with their production process, and the valve, instead of being threaded and twisted on to keep this secure, they crimped it so it's just pressed together. And once I open this, I'll know if it's crimped, but I'm gonna assume it's crimped. What that means is basically after a while this will get weak, and possibly the CO2 could fail at some point because this becomes weak and it becomes unhoused from this valve in here. If you look up on Google Just type in like T4E HDR68 valve body, or HDP 50 valve body, or TR50 valve body, and you'll see exactly what is inside here. It's basically like a black metal canister attached to this silver valve, and the way that it's secured on there is crimped, I'm assuming, in this one, so that I might have to do some stuff to it to make it more secure, but that's a whole other topic. John Reynolds, alternate arms less lethal, he has a lot of information about that. You just have to look at his channel and scroll down a bit, and you'll find information about those crimp valves. He sells the fixed ones, and you can get all that stuff from him. Anyways, guys, until next time.